Monday today, 3 days after my 50k run, and we're out for a very light jog. Probably going to walk again a good amount of this. But I thought my next idea for a video would be sort of a week in the life training, while obviously balancing a full-time job. I must admit this week is a slight exception, just because I have got today off. Obviously England played last night against Serbia, and I must admit I thought I was going to be spending the whole day in the pub. End up didn't, just watched it at home, so didn't have any alcohol or whatever in me. There's a car coming up on. Didn't have any alcohol with me, so felt pretty fresh today. So I thought we'd do a run. Probably going to aim for maybe 6 or 7k, sort of see how we feel. And then I've got a bike ride as well planned for later, which I'm going to attempt to take you on as well. I don't really know how we're going to work that because it is on the road bike. But yeah, this next video is going to be just a week of sort of running, just tapering it back a little bit. The last sort of 3-4 weeks I've been doing 45k plus, and obviously last week was the exception where it was like 70-75k for the week. So this week we're not going to do any more than 40k. Probably only going to split up over 3 runs. We'll still do a long run on Friday, just because that's how I like to do it. And then we're also going to have, what's that, 1, 2, probably about 3 bike rides as well in the week. Hopefully doing between 70 to 100 kilometres. It's normally about 25 or 30k a ride, so about an hour and a half, maybe max, in the saddle for the longer ride. But yeah, just wanting to try and keep injury free at the moment. One thing I'm just prone to is injuries, whether that's hip, knee. I get some weird pain every now and again in the top of my foot. But the last sort of 5-6 weeks, since I've been sort of running more but slowing down, I've literally had like no injuries. Just sort of slight occurrences of them just when, you know, the mileage is getting up a little bit. So always making sure to ice pack, but okay, like that hill is steep. But yeah, this next week, really taper it down, keep it nice and slow again, get out on the bike, do a little bit in the gym, just bring up a bit of strength, and hopefully we're not going to get any injuries from the run on Friday, which obviously we don't want. But yeah, we'll sort of bring it on for the week. We've got 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6 training sessions. So, well, I can't believe this. As you can tell, I am currently walking. My tyre has decided to get a flat on the back. Couldn't make it up, to be fair. I've probably ridden this bike in the last sort of 3-4 months over 500-600 kilometers, and then the first time I ever pull out a GoPro to record the ride, we get a flat 25 minutes in. What it does also mean is we've probably got implications for the rest of the training week, as I don't think I actually have a spare either at home, so we can't even replace it by the sounds of it, which is a bit annoying. So I guess it might even have to be a case of getting the mountain bike out, which can't say I'm too fond of, and then we'll have to get a tyre on order, and I guess we'll have to sort of pick it up when that delivers. Fortunately, Mum is coming to pick me up, and she should be down there at the end of the road where the junction is, in my car, to somehow see if we can get the bike in, which will To be fair, that would be a mission itself, because I don't even know if I can take a tyre off. I think they're quick release, but I don't think it's the back. I think the quick release might only be the front. So, but I was riding along and I just feel the, I don't even know what you call it, this bit, just sort of bouncing against the concrete of the road. And I was thinking, I don't feel right. So I pulled over, took my cleats off, and felt a bit squishy. I thought, it might just be about enough if I just literally hossed it home. And then about 6 or 7 sort of pedal rotations, it was just grinding on the concrete. So don't want to do too much, because if not, I'd actually damage sort of the rim of the wheel itself, which would not be good, because replacing a wheel or an inner tube is enough rather than doing the whole alloy edge of it. But today is Tuesday, as you can tell. We are back out on the bike. Mum did come and rescue me. We managed to get the bike in the boot of the car. Got home to it just as Dad had got home. So he taught me how to fix it. So all good. We've also given it a proper clean, so it's running a lot better today than it does usually. But in terms of distance, oh my word, that wind. We're just about 10k mark at the minute, just cruising. By the looks of it though, we are going to have to make up from what we didn't do yesterday, which is a bit annoying, but we should be maybe like a 25 or 30 today, hopefully closer to 30, but we'll see, because despite the sky, as you can see all around, being lovely and blue, the wind when it comes down, especially on like these little country roads, is just brutal. So, but we'll see. Okay, so I just realised I start that all the time, don't I? 25k done, literally like bang on an hour I think it was, so nice little ride out. It's good to have the tyre bump back up, to be fair. I do actually know how to do it now. Dad yesterday did show me, but this is the bike in all its glory. A Van Nichols Ventus titanium frame, which apparently I've been told is an ideal frame for comfort. I must admit, when you first start cycling, I don't think any frame's built for comfort, but you do get used to it after a while. But tomorrow's plan, we've got about a 9k run, I think it is, 8 or 9k run. Again, just an easy run, just because, again, since last Friday, that's a lot, so I don't want to overshoot it again. But we've got Chinese style chicken stir fry, all the veggies. So looking forward to tea. I am starving. I think at work today, all I managed to get down was a croissant, and then a protein yogurt, which in a 7.5 hour shift is not quite enough. So so it's currently Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. As I said, yesterday's clip, it's a route just from my house to Menands. It's about 7.5 kilometres. At the minute we're at 7.21, so we're literally like, well, around the corner at hers. But we've done that at a 4:53 average, so we're just slowing it down now, just for a bit of a cool down. But that felt really strong, to be fair. I'd only just eaten as well, like half hour before I started running, so I was a bit worried I'd be getting a stitch, but so far so good. Let me put this on. But yeah, no stitch. I must admit, I did feel a little bit heavy on my feet, but I suppose that's understandable when you've just had food 30 minutes before you run. It's also really warm today. I'm sweating a little bit, but we're getting Simon for a couple of hours, and also Scotland are playing tonight, so let's see if they can maybe get a win at least at this year's Euros. But tomorrow we've got a bike ride planned. Should be hopefully about, well, the sun's right in there, should be about 35, maybe 30k tomorrow. We'll sort of see. Probably, well, it should really be 35 because we've had a bad day Monday, and then yesterday was just over 25. But we'll catch up tomorrow on the bike. Hello, so Thursday today, as you can see from the previous clip, we're on another bike ride. We're currently about 35 kilometers in. I'm actually really enjoying myself. The sun's decided to come out. There's not too much wind, and the roads aren't too bad. Well, we biked along the coast path, and that had quite a few cars, but coming back inland, really quiet, which is always better on the bike. Which is the main reason why we're 35k in and we're only just now putting the camera out properly. Just having to hit the main roads. Cars are going 60, like pulling out the GoPro and, you know, videoing as well. I don't have a death wish, but it was meant to only be about 35 to 40k ride we mentioned yesterday, but I'm feeling pretty good so far, so we might push it to 50. And then obviously tomorrow we have just, hold on, we've got a bit of a hill here. There we go, pretty much at the top. But yesterday we also had a delivery for a GoPro handle, so it has made these bike rides a little bit easier to hold, just with having the stick instead of just holding the camera itself. Right, there we have it. The ride is done. What's gone on here on my Strava? Let's delete that. So it's actually ended up being my longest ever ride, apparently. 57.96 kilometers, average speed of 25.9k, and calories were just shy of 1700 burn. But yeah, it just felt really, really good. It's one of them things which, obviously, if you're training for something like a race or you know, triathlon, something like that, a marathon, you obviously have like your block of training, and obviously you have 10k set, 15k set, you have to run at this speed, and that's all well and good most of the time, but I feel like it just gets a bit boring. Whereas with my training, you know, I don't have an end goal. To me, my training is just what I like to do as a hobby. So it's always good, because if I, you know, got 40k in and felt, oh, you know, I'm shattered, I can't be bothered, like, just not enjoying it, I'll just go, right, well, you know, I'll just bike home. But then on days like today, where, you know, the sun's out, getting a suntan, there's not much wind, you've got a good route, you know, you can just keep going until, you know, you just decide, right, I've had enough now, just pack it in and go home. And you don't sort of have that guilt of, oh, I didn't do the 12k I was meant to do today, oh, I didn't do the 30k I was meant to do on the bike, I didn't do X amount of distance this week. Whereas my one's just all about enjoyment, and obviously make sure we got to, you know, get some proper distancing, because doing 3 5Ks a week for me is just, you know, you're not going to improve, you're not going to get any fitter, not going to get any stronger, etc. So just juggling that in balance of both enjoyment and getting some distance in. I must admit my back and my neck is absolutely killing me. Just obviously hunched over for nearly 2 hours and 5 minutes, 2 hours and 10 minutes, whatever that was. We're going to put the bike away, go sit in the garden, read my book for a little bit. And then at 5 o'clock today, England are playing, so sit at home, watch that with the old man, probably get one of the boys or two round if they want to, rather than going to the pub. And so we'll reconvene tomorrow, being my long run. I've got to decide both how far we're going to go and also where. I don't think I'm going to do it from home. I think I might drive somewhere and do a bit of a different route than normal, but that is Thursday, ticked, done. So I guess we'll see you tomorrow. So, today is Friday, the long run. We're currently 7.5 kilometres in, and to be fair, I've just turned round. I'm going to start heading back. I've decided that I've had enough now this week. In terms of distance covered with this, should be about 30 kilometres this week running, and then on the bike we've done about 90, so fairly pleased with that. But of course going to have Saturday and Sunday off, no running or cycling, I don't think, whatsoever, unless it's just like a little mountain bike ride just to the pub. But as you can tell, again, the weather is lovely. I am sweating. I feel like I'm going to need like a Lucozade or something, but this is currently where we're running. What I'll also do while I've been talking, or while I'm talking, I'll insert some clips of where I was just running about a kilometre or two ago, as that was like right on the river, and we didn't have to cross over a bridge with it, so that's kind of cool. Also, I just saw back there was a sign that said, what was it, like the Fenway River or something like that. So when I get home, I'm going to Google that and just sort of see how far that goes on, and that might be a planned route next time. But just so quiet down here. I was just saying that. Looks like the cyclist actually now coming up, but apart from him and myself, there is literally nobody here at all. But what I'm also going to do at the end of each day that we've done so far, I'm just going to put like a screen grab in of my Strava times, just so you can see sort of how far I'm going, how fast I'm going, all that sort of stuff, in case you are interested. I'm going to put you back in my pocket, and to be fair, that might be the last time that you hear from me. So if that is the case, thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.